Hi everyone, hope you're okay. I'm Maikaha, and today I want to share a reflection that I've been, processing about all this information that Mike is sharing with us, this clarity of consciousness, and it came to me this reflection that I want to share in case someone may feel reflected in some of the things I'm going to share. It's about my process, okay? The process I've been walking for many years, okay, until now. And first to start, for me it's amazing what Micah shared, that one human is equal to the humanity. So from that place I'm going to share, because I know each one of us has his own process, but we also share many things in common. Okay, and what happened to me in my life is that many times during many years I didn't find much sense about living. Okay, what was this? I didn't understand. Okay, and at that moment I started um, like a search, search for the truth, to realize who I am, why I'm here, uh, what is the reason of all of this. and and all this search took me to different places, peoples, and so on. Okay, but I would say that the main um, part of this searching process, okay, I've been living through Tibetan Buddhism. I had the pleasure, the blessing, okay, to know to great beings, to lamas, to Tibetan monks, um, amazing beings of such a great wisdom and love, and have the possibility to to learn, to share with them time, company, and to learn so much. So during about 10 years, okay, I've been uh, practicing, studying, doing different kind of meditations, rituals, spreading the Dharma, and so on. Okay, so many things, because I had the belief at that moment, and this is mine. Okay, this is what I'm able to see now. At that moment, I had the belief that I needed to make effort. Okay, I needed to do. I have to practice. I have to study. I have to realize about this, and so on. And it's like the path. There was an unconscious belief inside of me that the path requires effort. Okay, mm, and to do, much to do. Uh, Even though much of the teachings that I received at that moment didn't talk about that, but there was inside of me this belief that I had to put so much effort, with strength, with determination. And I remember these great masters that I had. I love them so much, and I still do. For me, they're great masters, and I felt so much admiration for them. They were beings of great wisdom, love, joy, joy. Also, when they had to be firm and put limits, they did, uh, in a very concrete way. But then they returned to their joy, to their calm. They wouldn't be after the moment like, feeling travel, about bother about the situation. And I remember that I saw them, and I saw them happy. They both had nothing, but they were all in themselves. And for me, that was amazing. Inside of me, there was like a desire that I want to be that way. I want to be that way. I still don't know how, but I want to be that way. And I remember years ago, one person showed me that I needed to live all those experiences with them, because it was like I needed an external mirror, okay, of such a greatness, okay, greatness of being, in order to realize that all of that is also inside of me. Because if I can see all that greatness in another person, is because that is also inside of me, but I still cannot realize in me. So I need an external mirror in order to become aware of that. And that was shocking, okay, because I don't know, I had the desire to be that way, but honestly didn't believe so much that it was possible. But after that, and I remember then COVID appeared, okay, with the pandemic and so on. And during that time, I remember I had a very deep process where it was something that happened in a natural way, okay. One of the lamas passed away, okay, and it was inside like a process of transitioning from the external master to the inner master, okay. So before the guru was outside, okay, and this was like a process of going inside. I start to become aware of what was inside of me. And I remember during that time that for me was such a blessing to have the possibility to stay at home, calm. You know, it was like being with myself, okay. And I remember at that moment I started to connect with a deeper and profound experience of myself, okay, that I didn't know that sensation. And it was amazing. It was amazing because at that moment I felt wholeness, okay. I remember that honestly I felt that my whole world was falling apart because of many things that happened, okay. Many things were falling apart literally, but even though inside of me I was so not only calm, I was okay, in a peaceful state, and feeling with so much trust, okay, and wholeness. I remember this sensation of wholeness that I had never felt before, okay, without doing anything, without having anything, without needing anything outside of me. It was just being with myself, okay. It was like a communion. And at that moment I started like to discover like a deeper layer, okay, of myself. And again started like a searching process. Okay, what is this? I want to live in this place inside. And and I was like experiencing those sensations, those moments of clarity, because I remember uh, staying in that state. There were clarity, there were peace, calm, and so much presence, and also being in the present moment. But I didn't have the clarity to understand what was going on, because then maybe I went outside and interact with other people, and all that state like fall apart. Okay. So it was like walking this new discovering inside of me, but with so much clarity about what was that. Okay. And then finally Maika appeared, and this is what I want to share, because when I started to listen all her videos, it's like uh, I started to feel like order, more clarity to understand. Okay. And this has been a process, and it's still okay. I am still walking that process. Okay. That every time I listened a video, the vibration and the information is like giving this order and clarity, and it's a process that happens. You don't have to make effort to understand, because from the mind it doesn't work for me. It's to receive with a perception and consciousness being open. um, and I started to feel this more order and comprehension inside of me, and and also all of this took me to a place to let go all my beliefs, okay, about everything. I'm still walking that, every time a belief comes, okay, is to realize that, okay, this brought me here, but I need to let it go, because what Micah is like taking us in this loving way as a mother, okay, is to the truth, to the truth about um, who we are, and and I realize in me, all this that I have been learning and studying and practicing and so on, and also experiencing in myself. All of this had been practice, okay, for me to be able to reach to this point, okay, where at this point I may say, okay, thank thank you, thanks for everything, and now it's time to surrender to to the truth, and for me this is amazing. This is amazing. With Micah, I started to understand more about who I am, and to understand in a real concrete way, because I used to have so much information of all kind, okay, about us as humanity, and it's like she condensed all this in a very simple, um, concrete way, and and this took me to a place to realize that each one of us, we are all the maximum evolution here, okay, we are all our maximum evolution of our lineage, our ancestry, and that we are great fabulosity, okay. Now I realized that these great masters, these great lamas, now in consciousness, I may realize that they were showing me what was inside of me. At that moment I couldn't see. Now I realize that okay, um, maybe it's not fully awakened yet, okay, but I'm open to, like, to for that to arise in me, you know. um, this this clarity that Micah gave us, you know, that we are, for me it's like we are God, we are universe in initial stage. And that's makes me feel part of everything, you know. And it's like now we're starting to realize our true nature, but with clarity, you know, with not so much um, aesthetic information and so on, you know. The truth, the truth that about us. And also this, that she brought us, you know, that we are already complete beings, okay. We are still need that Micah give us all her crystal energy, but in consciousness, in our third bodies, we are already complete. And for me was very shocking. And I said yes when she said to all of us, we still don't realize about that. It's like we came from scarcity, from our origin, from the cell, that we have still many, at least I'm talking about me, okay, many beliefs of scarcity of different things, you know. And and it's just to realize that we are already complete, okay, that we have already experienced all the scarcity that was needed to experience in order to learn, you know, to complete learnings. But it's like that is gone, but it's still, you know, like a belief. And it's just to realize to realize about who we are. And that moment came to me the same that I was feeling when I was studying Tibetan Buddhism, that there was a belief inside of me that I had to practice, I had to make effort, you know. When in fact it was just to calm down, calm down, go deep inside, and realize who we truly are. That was the message at that moment, okay? And all of that, we are tools, just tools to go inside and realize. But I know at that moment I got like trapped in those tools, believing that if I did many practices, study too much, and many other things, I would realize, you know, with effort, because it's like my intelligent mind, you know, thought that needed to do many things, you know, to accomplish, and here is like to realize that we don't need to accomplish anything. We need to realize, to raise our consciousness, to realize that we already are, okay. And at that moment it's like, okay, it's calm, you know. This is the calm that Micah brought me, you know. When I connect with this truth, is to realize that we are the being, we are life, okay. And we are all, you know. And it's just to realize that, okay. And I do this video in order for me to realize this, because I have moment of connection and wisdom, and I realize that, and I feel, wow, this is amazing. And I have moments that I'm disconnected and I forget about this, you know. and then I started to feel to suffer, okay, like most of us. But it's just, I think, like, it's not about doing, it's about, okay, go, as Micah said, go to yourself. All your answers, your truth is in yourself. And this is an invitation for me to go to myself and to realize this truth, okay, that we already are. It's just a matter of raise our consciousness about our truth, and from that place then to wait for the moment that we will receive this crystal energy. And for me, when these moments when I get in touch with this truth, you know, what I feel inside of me is like, it's like the sacredness of life in me, and in everywhere, okay, and in everything. And it's such a blessing to feel that. And also brings me like a sensation of gratitude for everything that I live, because, and every person, because each one of them brought me here to this present. And this is what also Micah said, that our present first is the only thing that we have, you know. But at this moment, for me, it's like to realize this is the maximum. Okay, this is great, because it's this moment, and in this moment is everything. And I'm whole in this moment when I feel it this way, you know. And so this is what I wanted to share from my own process, in case may help other, and also for me to remind me this, you know, and to, by repeating, you know, to realize about my own truth, that is the same in everywhere. Okay, well, hope you have a nice day. Bye.